can't. What did I say that was
May the
unclear?
lawgiver's spirit smile on you.
No, I
am
just didn't
Chancellor
hear it.
Larak. Welcome to Phrygius.
Oh, I can't tell from Butler's portrait whether they are female or not.
Pretty sure they're female.
So you can totally do the last planet that hates men with the randos.
Yeah.
Would that be like a challenge run or something? Are the randos just bad at everything?
Thank you for letting us
I
beam
don't know,
down.
I've never actually
I'm Commander
used
William
them.
Riker of the Starship Enterprise.
Sounds like we need to do another stream of this.
Do you really want to sit through all that again?
Nope. When I said we,
Except
I meant
for
you.
Alamut, we have not had outworld visitors since the lawgiver
You're the one
brought
who
us
has to play it
here.
after all.
I have thousands of questions to ask, but I will do it at another time. How can I help you, Commander Riker?
We're looking for information about the fifth scroll your lawgiver brought here with him.
Why are you aliens interested in our scroll?
It may be the only way to prevent a civil war back on Garrett. Can you help us?
I am afraid not. I am only in charge of the civil government. That is a religious matter, so you must ask the leaders of the sects for help.
It's only been 1,000 years since the lawgiver left Garrett. Has your religion had such serious splits in so short a time?
Sadly, yes. Even before the lawgiver's death, his disciples began to disagree over the way his writings should be interpreted. They each made a copy of the fifth scroll that emphasized their own particular biases over all the others.
That must have been confusing.
So not only have we found this legendary lost fifth scroll on this planet, but somehow all these different leaders of sects have decided to write it in their own way, interpreting it. Which makes it even more confusing.
It was worse than that. The lawgiver became disgusted with them
Obviously,
and
you put
hid his
them all
original
in one
manuscript,
book,
vowing
call it
that
a
no one
Bible,
would find
and
it until the
you're good to
sects
go.
learned to cooperate.
From the way you're talking, I guess
It
they
works for
never
the
have.
Gospels.
An accurate appraisal. The lawgiver said he left the keys to the scroll's location with each of the sects. But so far, after centuries of feuding, all the sects have done is formalize their competition into the declaratory.
The declaratory?
Yes, a series of philosophical contests the sects hold every decade. The winner has the right to collect some prize from the loser.
What are these pyramids?
The pyramids are relics of an ancient race called the Chodak. They were here long before we arrived from Garrett. Each sect adapted a pyramid to serve as a transporter to their temple.
By the way, this Chodak they keep referencing will become important later.
We've heard of the Chodak,
Oh look,
but it's
you
rare
have
to
go
find evidence
visit
of their
a bunch of
presence in this section of the
locations.
galaxy.
Oh yes, the Chodak Empire was vast
Go
indeed.
item
Like the lawgiver
hunting.
before me, I have made extensive studies of their culture. I am actually considered something of an expert in the translation of Chodak runes.
Well, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
I must return to my other duties now, but I will monitor your progress as my schedule permits. May the spirit of the lawgiver guide your steps.
And apparently the Chancellor has nothing better to do on the whole planet than follow us around and be a translator.
Nope.
Or maybe he won't follow us around.
We're going to ignore the pyramids for now. Or at least those two.
The ones on Earth are way better.
May the lawgiver's spirit grant you wisdom. I am Arch Rashan Natural, Chief Assistant to His Exalted Prominence Elant of the Seekers. Chancellor Larak told me to expect you. How may I be of service?
That is one hell of a long title you got. That's not self-important at all.
And we're ignoring him for now. Oh yeah, I need to save here. As a precaution.
What, are you gonna get in a random battle in the temple?
No, but I think this thing can vaporize me.
Come no closer. I am the gatekeeper of the Door of Enlightenment. You must answer my questions appropriately to determine whether you are wise enough to proceed. Those who answer inappropriately will be punished if they attempt to pass.
Oh, I want to
Ask
hear
me your
their
questions.
idea of enlightenment, so hold the question up as long as you can. So I can see it.
Who was the lawgiver?
Unless it's already too late.
Well, this is the first question is, who was the lawgiver?
Judge Dredd.
All my answers are, he wrote the 5 scrolls that govern Garidian society, he led the followers to this world and founded the colony. He's a great social philosopher whose ideas formed the cornerstone of Garidian culture, and I've heard that he is a great man, but I have no personal knowledge of him.
Well, the last one's probably honest.
Yep.
I've heard that he was a great man, but I have no personal
the
knowledge
first
of
step to enlightenment is admitting your own ignorance, so go for it.
You are
Yep.
stating that you know that you do not know.
Is that actually the right answer?
Yes.
How can the sects be made to cooperate?
I got this game's number.
How can the sects be made to cooperate? I have no idea. That'd take a better diplomat than me. We could lock the leaders together in a room until they listen to reason. The Prime Directive prevents me from interfering with this society, and we could give them a common enemy to fight.
Well, you're already kind of interfering, so screw the Prime Directive thing.
I have no
So yeah,
idea.
let's go with the first
it. It would
one,
take
yeah.
a better diplomat
Yep.
than me.
You appreciate the complexities
Although
of the
realistically, a
situation.
common enemy is the #1 way you get different sects to cooperate.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Which, of course, is going to be, I'm not
I'm not sure of that myself.
Questioning
gonna be the
yourself is
line
an
from Rick and Morty.
important step on the road to knowledge.
Nobody exists on purpose,
are
nobody
you?
belongs anywhere, everyone's going to die.
And now it's, who are you? I am Commander William Riker. I am the first officer of the USS Enterprise. I am a citizen of the Federation, and everyone plays so many roles in life, it's impossible to label them.
Everyone plays so many roles in life.
Brainbuster says Star Trek Next Generation.
It
I'm
is
not sure of that
impossible to
myself.
label.
All of that.
You understand the fundamental paradox of existence. To know that you know
So the way to
nothing
answer this
is the
gatekeeper
beginning
is to not
of
answer the gatekeeper.
enlightenment.
Exactly.
Your answers prove that you are ready to admit this. You may pass through the door.
We are enlightened.
Garidian Society, also known as the Socratic Method.
This stasis field stops the effects of time on any object within it. A living being is trapped inside it. The tricorder does not have sufficient data, and hence cannot analyze the writing.
I think there's
These
somebody hiding
controls
behind
are
that
still in
rock.
operational condition.
It's just we have this perspective with the crew in the background and then dude on a rock in the foreground who is blocked from the view of the characters in the background. So clearly he's hiding from us.
Interesting. This is written in a language with which I am unfamiliar. Given the premise that the Chodak once inhabited this world, it is possible that this could be a sample of Chodak writing.
May the spirit of the lawgiver strengthen you. Have you had much success in your search?
We found Aelant, but he was trapped inside some sort of stasis field. Have you ever encountered anything like that?
Thank the lawgiver you found him. I was worried about my old friend. No, I have not heard of such a field, but it is probably Chodak in origin.
How do
We
you know he
still
was
find
trapped in
many
stasis
Chodak
field? He
devices
never walked
here,
around to the front of
and
the
they are
foreground.
often
You
operational,
didn't see
even
him.
after all these years.
Can you help us free Aelant?
Without knowing how to operate the device, I have no way to assist you.
There was a control panel with a sign near it. We couldn't translate the writing.
The lawgiver made a great study of the ruins and developed a Chodak Garidian translator. I will upload it into your tricorder. Perhaps it will help you save Aelant.
So it's Socrates and
Thank you very much.
Scientology all the way.
This may be an enormous help.
Aelant is my friend. I do hope you can free him. But if you will please excuse me now, I have a planet to govern.
So if he can remotely upload it, why couldn't you just raise this guy on your tricorder or communicator and ask him to do this?
expecting.
Why did you have to walk all the way back?
Hold on. I thought I had to do something with the pod that just opened.
Oh, that just happened on my screen.
Yeah.
That poor pod was skewered by an event flag.
These instructions explain how to operate the control panel. It will not be hard to deactivate the stasis field now.
I will pause for a moment because my pizza should be here soon. So, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Ish.
Right. Whoops.
Do this again.
Got all the dots prompt.
There we go. Okay, so where was I? Tricorder on engravings.
These instructions explain how to operate the control panel. It will not be hard to deactivate the stasis field now. These controls are still in operational condition.
Nope. Use, not tricorder.
By the lawgiver's wisdom, what is happening here?
What?
Or did you already restart and we're going into the cutscenes now?
No, I already restarted and we're going back into it.
I'm Commander William Riker of the Starship Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets. We're visiting Phrygia by permission of Chancellor Lerac. I presume you are Aelant, exalted prominence of the Seekers.
I am indeed. This is all most peculiar, but according to my studies, the lawgiver expected us to have off-world visitors this year, so I should not be so surprised.
Are you feeling all right?
Thank you for your concern. I am feeling a little dizzy, but I think it will pass.
How could the lawgiver foretell our coming in this particular year?
He was a prophet. Prophets are supposed to foretell things.
Can you help us find the original fifth scroll?
I wish I could. I came here looking for it. Why are you strangers so interested in it?
There's a civil war brewing on Garrett. Having the original scroll may help some Garidian friends of ours prevent it.
That sounds like a noble goal. Even though we have been exiles here for many generations, we still care about our home world. May the Lawgiver's wisdom help bring peace to Garrett.
What is this place?
I scarcely know myself. I only came through that door a few minutes ago, and I've not had much chance to look around. I suspect this is a room built by the Chodak, the original inhabitants of this world. Their ruins are all around us.
I know it seemed like you were here only a few minutes, but it was much longer. You've been trapped in a stasis field. Time actually stopped for you.
I see. It was a rather disorienting experience.
Do you remember what happened?
When I entered the room, I saw a pair of talismans sitting on that rock. Climbed down to get them, but as soon as I touched them, alarms sounded and I lost consciousness. You were here when I awoke. How can I reward you for rescuing me?
Thank you for your generosity, but a reward isn't necessary.
The customs of my sect compel me to show my gratitude. Here are the talismans I picked up, as well as the key to our vault, which holds the trophies we have won in the declaratory over the years. You may take up to 3 items to help you in your mission.
Thank you. We'll try to use your gift wisely.
Please excuse me. The effects of the stasis field have worn me out. I will rest here a while and then return to my temple. I'm sure I must have been missed.
No, I'm thinking I maybe should have talked to the guy who was outside before all of this. Might have actually had a plot dump.
I hate plot dumps.
Well, like the whole thing about Eremut and whatnot. Let's see, we can take 3 things. We want... Let's see, stick ending with a white ball. Nope.
I can't use this with that.
There we go. Staff. The gray thing. And the gold ring.
Oh, so now you're just stealing somebody's secret hoard.
No, the guy that we just rescued from the stasis field said we could take 3 things from their vault.
So let's see, you're taking the magic wand, the condom, and the model uterus? Oh, not the condom.
No, I was trying to pick up the staff. Gold ring to the man. Oh. In the nearest pyramid.
May the wisdom of the lawgiver ring sweetly in your ears. I am Songmaster Stamblier, leader of the chanters. Chancellor Larak told me to expect you. How may I help you?
I'm Commander Riker of the Federation Starship Enterprise. Can you help us find the original 5th scroll?
What is wrong with the copy our sect has?
We need the original for historical research purposes.
Oh, I see. I do not think I can help you. Our sect has
gone into
lost
this
so
pyramid
many
with a
items
chanter
in
and a
the
bunch of condoms that have been
declaratory
inflated.
that I doubt we would be very good treasure hunters. But some of our chants go back for centuries, even to the days of the lawgiver. Would you like to hear one?
They're called Pluvoids. And I'm not going to listen to this song because we're going to have to listen to it twice
to find the original
already.
5th scroll.
I understand. You do not believe in our copy of the 5th scroll, and you do not like our Pluvoid singing. Feel free to leave our temple any time you wish.
I guess I have to listen to
I
it because
honestly
I
meant no
pissed him
offense.
off.
As a stranger,
Great.
I didn't realize how much these
You
chants
shouldn't have even
meant
asked
to you.
that question.
By all means, please favor us with a chant now.
I suspect you are being less than sincere. But no matter. The chanting itself is the important thing. This chant is called the Futility of Wisdom.
Wouldn't you know it, I started dropping frames as the chant started.
I don't think anybody cares.
What?
I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah.
I certainly don't.
Thank you for letting us hear that. It was very enlightening.
In fact, I'm still uploading my
Since you
YouTube
enjoyed
videos,
it
so
so much,
stream is horrible
I
for
shall
me.
give you an orchestra.
I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Listen to it whenever you wish. And feel free to
I
visit
guess
us
it's done uploading,
anytime.
so I don't know why this stream
As
is
long
terrible
as
for
you
me.
maintain
As I said, I
stability.
started dropping frames, so that might
May
have
the
something to do with
songs
it.
of the lawgiver bring you
No, Hitbox starts
fulfillment.
buffering really badly.
Yeah. Two of the items we picked up from the vault we have to give to the guy.
You returned the missing ring. In your honor, we shall sing our loveliest chant.
You have to give him the magic wand, the
Watch
model
your
uterus, or the one ring.
The ring and the uterus.
Thank you for letting us hear that. It was very enlightening.
Since you enjoyed it so much,
Oh my
here
goodness.
is an orchestrion of it that you can play whenever you want.
And this.
This might work in our instrument.
So are these orchestras
But I fear I
or,
have
I'm sorry,
no idea how to
orchestrions.
install it.
items that you need for other puzzles?
Yes.
That figures.
Wait, what? Oh, I do have LaForge with me. It's like, wait, it did tell me to bring LaForge? Yes, it did.
This looks like a complicated instrument. This just needs a sonic redigitizer to get it working again. This is still in working order. This is a sonic redigitizer. I'd stake my reputation on it.
A sonic redigitizer.
Yep.
I think this will fix it.
You
Why is everything
repaired our
sonic here?
instrument. In your honor, I shall play the lawgiver's song, Traveling Music.
It's okay, take your time walking over to the instrument.
Is the lawgiver's song Traveling Music? Just Randy
Thanks for
Newman
letting us
going
hear
left
that.
foot,
It was very
right
enlightening.
foot, left foot, right foot.
No.
Since you enjoyed it so
Would that be
much,
better than what is actually
here
playing?
is an orchestrion of
Eh.
it that you can play whenever you want.
They're not as long as I thought they were. I thought they lasted much longer.
I am Madia, the Gynarch of the Questers for Inner Strength. Chancellor Larock warned me about you.
I'm Commander William Riker. Can you help us find the original 5th scroll?
My people have always looked inside
Gynar?
themselves for their strength.
Again?
We have
I
never
have no
cared for
idea.
external things to aid our spiritual quest.
What is this place?
This is the Grand Penatorium, where my subjects meet to become more disciplined and more firm-willed.
Your regimen sounds quite difficult.
It is. Only the most dedicated can accomplish the regime. What about you? You would be a good candidate for discipline, if only I still had my scepter of light.
Why do you call yourselves the Questers for Inner Strength?
Our founder, Plague-Gu, believed
Only I
that the
still had
outer
my
body
magic wand.
must suffer to make the inner soul
Funny, we
stronger.
have something just
Only
like that
by
in our
learning to
inventory.
deny the sensations of our outer bodies can we make our spirits free.
Why don't you still have your Scepter of Light?
Those
So since you have the magic wand, does that make you
seekers
the
took it from me
Gynarch
during
of
the
the
last
Questers for Inner
declaratory.
Strength?
I would give anything for it. We are planning revenge
Not
next
quite.
time.
Why do you have a force field inside your temple?
There is a Chodak transporter pad behind it that the lawgiver frequently used
That's a
during the
shame.
last years of his life. We want to preserve it from prying eyes.
Maybe the original 5th scroll is back there. May we investigate it?
I have no desire to share my temple's treasures with aliens.
Lovely temple you have here.
Thank you. It stimulates our contemplations.
Thank you for your time.
You certainly wasted enough of it. My scepter of light!
I'm having weird gaps in the conversation.
Thank you. I have been missing this
Maybe
for
the 5th scroll is back
ages.
there. May we investigate? Thank you. It
What
stimulates our
favor
contemplation.
can I do for you in return?
Yeah, you kind of missed a chunk there. Let's see.
What's behind this force field?
An ancient Chodak transporter pad.
Will you lower the force field?
Yes. I will do that for you. But I do not think it will be much help, since we have never figured out how the lawgiver's transporter works.
Now I'm supposed to play one of these. This one? Yep, that did it.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, now we're doing an actual puzzle.
Oh my goodness.
So the orchestrons we got are used to create the floor here, and I'm supposed to use it to pick up all these other orchestrons so that way I can actually create a path.